Hello, dear viewers. Welcome to Inner Balance Redprint, your sanctuary for game-changing insights that bring equilibrium to your life. Today, we're tackling a common culprit that loves to play seesaw with our peace of mind: overthinking. Now, isn't it ironic that we're going to be thinking about overthinking? But hey, we're here to simplify, not complicate. So, ready to stop the brain gymnastics? Let's somersault into the 7 tips to overcome overthinking. Kicking things off at number 7, we have embrace uncertainty. Now I know what you're thinking, but I want to know everything. Well, let me tell you, that's like trying to eat an entire buffet in one sitting. It's just not going to end well. Embracing uncertainty is all about accepting that you can't predict every twist and turn life throws at you. It's like being a passenger on the roller coaster of life without trying to grab the controls. Let's be honest, we'd all be terrible roller coaster drivers. So, instead of wasting time and energy on trying to anticipate every possible outcome, why not use that time to enjoy the ride? It's like trying to guess the end of a movie. You'll just spoil the fun. So remember, life isn't a weather forecast. You can't predict everything. Moving on to number 6, we have distract your mind. Now this isn't about avoiding your problems, it's more like taking a mini vacation. Overthinking is like a hamster on a wheel. It just keeps going and going. So sometimes you need to give that little hamster a break. Let it sip a tiny hamster cocktail on a tiny hamster beach. A short-term solution can be to distract yourself. This could be as simple as watching a movie, reading a book, or doing a puzzle. Or for a laugh, try something totally outlandish. Have you ever tried to imagine what a zebra would look like in neon green and hot pink stripes? Or how about counting the blades of grass in your yard? Now, I'm not suggesting you turn into a lawn-obsessed, zebra-imagining weirdo. But hey, it's a distraction, and who knows, you might even stumble upon a new hobby. Next time you find yourself overthinking, maybe try counting the blades of grass in your yard. It's a distraction, and you might even get a new hobby. On to numbers 5 and 4. We have practice mindfulness and set aside thinking time. Now these two might sound like they're at odds with each other, but trust me, they're like peanut butter and jelly. Different, but when put together, they make a great sandwich. First up, practice mindfulness. This doesn't mean you have to sit in a lotus position and hum Om for hours. No, mindfulness is about being present in the moment, about focusing on what's happening right now, not what happened last Tuesday or what might happen next month. For example, when you're brushing your teeth, don't think about that awkward thing you said 3 years ago at a party. Instead, focus on the feel of the brush, the taste of the toothpaste, the sensation of clean teeth. That's mindfulness, my friends, and it's a great way to stop overthinking. And now, the jelly to our mindfulness peanut butter: set aside thinking time. Yes, this means scheduling a time for your brain to run wild, to think about whatever it wants. Set a timer for 15 minutes, and during that time, let your thoughts fly. But once the timer goes off, it's back to mindfulness. This way, you're not suppressing your thoughts, just organizing them. It's like telling your thoughts, hey, I'll meet you at 3 p.m., not now, I'm busy. Now, here's a humorous take. Imagine your brain is like an overenthusiastic puppy, always eager to play fetch with random thoughts. Mindfulness is like training your puppy to stay still and focus, while thinking time is like letting your puppy run wild in the park for a bit. Remember, a well-trained puppy is a happy puppy, and a happy brain is a calm brain. So if you find yourself overthinking at midnight, kindly remind your brain that it's not thinking time and send it to sleep. Coming up next at number 3 and 2, we have challenge your thoughts and limit your choices. Now imagine you're a dashing detective in a swanky fedora. Your job? To interrogate every negative thought that crosses your mind. That's right, folks. It's time to play good cop, bad cop with your own head. Challenge your thoughts is all about questioning those pesky negative thoughts that have a habit of spiraling into overthinking. Ask yourself, is this thought based on fact or fiction? If it were a movie, would it be a gritty documentary or a fantasy epic with dragons and unicorns? If it's more Game of Thrones than The Office, you might want to reconsider its validity. Moving on to number 2, we're talking about limit your choices. Now I know what you're thinking, but I love choices. I want all the ice cream flavors, all the Netflix shows, all the shoes. Well, here's the paradox of choice. The more options we have, the harder it is to make a decision. It's like being at an all-you-can-eat buffet with only one plate. You want to try everything, but your plate can only hold so much. And the same goes for life. When we have too many choices, we can get stuck in analysis paralysis, overthinking every possible outcome until we're more twisted up than a pretzel. So, limit your choices. Focus on what really matters to you and let the rest fall away. It's like decluttering your closet, but for your brain. Let me illustrate this with a funny example. Imagine you're a squirrel. You have 100 acorns, but only one spot to hide them. What do? Do you spend hours analyzing each acorn, or do you just pick the best ones and move on? Be like the squirrel, make a choice and move on. Remember, when it comes to choices, less is more. Unless we're talking about pizza toppings, of course, then more is definitely more. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Drumroll, please. Tip number 1 is accept there's no perfect decision. Alright, let's dive headfirst into this one. Picture this, you're at an ice cream parlor. There's a dizzying array of flavors. Mint chocolate chip, strawberry cheesecake, rocky road, banana split, the list goes on. You're stuck in a swirl of indecision, desperately seeking the perfect scoop. But here's the scoop, folks. There's no perfect choice. Just like the elusive perfect ice cream flavor, the perfect decision is a myth. It's like hunting for a unicorn in a field of horses. Sure, a unicorn would be pretty sweet, but while you're out there chasing rainbows, you're missing out on the perfectly good horses right in front of you. Decisions are like ice cream flavors. You can't know if you'll like it until you take a bite. So pick a flavor, any flavor, and savor it. So folks, stop hunting for the unicorn of decisions. It doesn't exist. Better to ride the horse that's right in front of you. And there you have it, folks. 7 tips to stop the overthinking spiral. Remember, embrace uncertainty, distract your mind, practice mindfulness, set aside thinking time, challenge your thoughts, limit your choices, and accept there's no perfect decision. Now, isn't that a mouthful? But hey, that's why they call it inner balance, not inner piece of cake. Before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more insightful content. Keep your balance with Inner Balance Redprint.